So today we're not going to be taking notes. I just want to show you guys the purpose of statistics, why it's so cool, what it can tell me about our classroom and about you as individuals, and how it makes me a really good teacher. So you're going to notice that we have a histogram on the top and a histogram on the bottom. Let's acquaint ourselves first with all of the information we're looking at. So across the top, you're going to see PB1A, PB1B, and PB2. I've talked to you guys briefly about this before. It's ability level or perceived ability level based on your 8th grade math grades, your 8th grade PARCC exam or PSAT exam, and a lot of other data goes into figuring out where we placed students. So we have students from a PB1A to a PB2 range. Over on this side, you're going to notice it says Final 1. So this is going to be the Try 1 final, and over here is the Try 2 final. So we're comparing the Try 1 final scores and the Try 2 final scores based on ability. So the reason I really like working here at DSST is because this school is really good at giving us a lot of ways to look at data, and this is pretty rare for schools to do. I've never worked at a school that does it like this. But what it allows me to do is sort of figure out where you guys are and where we need to be. And that's always my goal within 9 months in one school year, is to get you, or take you from where you are and get you to where you need to be. So we'll start by kind of focusing in on how we did in trimester 1. So you'll see that my name is down here. So that means that all of this is my data, this is my data, and this is my data, or I should say our data, your scores. So let's take a look at trimester 1 just by PB1A. So each of these people represent teachers at different schools. So you're going to notice our PB1As came in what looks like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So we were 5th out of 8. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So that's not terrible. We're not last. It's the first trimester. That final is super hard. And we've talked about this. There are things that maybe could have been improved upon in middle school education that affected where these numbers are. For PB1Bs, which is one higher than PB1As, you're going to notice that we came in from 3rd to bottom. So I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Also not last, and like I said before, things that we've talked about as to what could contribute to our scores when we first got here at the beginning. And then PB2s, we're going to see that again we were 6th out of 8, with the two same schools being lower than us. So this is a really cool way of representing where our students were by ability level in a histogram. So now we're going to look at our trimester. So here's PB1A, here's PB1A and trimester. We're going to see that we're no longer in 5th place. It looks like this person is clearly in 1st, 2nd, but I would say across the board, we're all tied for 3rd. Myself and these two other teachers, which is amazing. We went from 5th to tied for 3rd place. Awesome. That makes me feel really good. That makes me really proud of you guys. And it shows me that you guys have grown a lot. To grow from 5th into 3rd is a huge, huge amount of growth. And it shows me that all of us are intellectually equal amongst schools. There could be things that contribute to before 9th grade that affected our trimester 1 scores, but after being at the high school for almost 6 months now, you can see that the playing field is being leveled out. At least that's how I interpret it, and there's always a bunch of ways you could interpret it. You're going to notice that in the PB1Bs, the next the next highest grouping. We are also no longer in 6th place. We are actually in what looks like 4th. So this person is in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So again, we jumped from 6th place to 4th place, which is amazing. Same as I said before, that's a ton of growth, and it just proves that our playing field is being equalized the longer you guys are in DSST Cole High School and in my classroom. Then we're going to look over at the PB2s. Again, it looks as though we are tied with those 3 other teachers. I would say these guys are in 1st through 3rd, 4th, and it looks like we're all tied for 5th. So there's again a jump from 6th to 5th place, tied for 5th place with 3 other schools. So this is just one way that comparing data for me is super useful in telling me that, one, as a teacher, I must be doing something right and I should continue doing that thing. And 2, you guys are clearly putting in the effort and you are making really amazing, astonishing growth that you should all be extremely proud of. And that's sort of where I want to leave you guys with why it's so important for us to know how to analyze data.